California Attorney General, along with 7 other state attorneys generals, announcing an investigation into TikTok's impact on young users' mental health. And I think somebody who knows a lot about this is Shantel Krebs, CEO of Miss America, who joins us now. Shantel, thanks for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. I look forward to having this conversation.
Yeah, so we in California, they're taking a look at TikTok and the impact of social media on mental health. I mean, what do you think of all this, and what do you think about exposure? I mean, Eric just talked about it with war, but what do you think about exposure to body shaming and just all the stuff that kids have to deal with today?
It is. I mean, specifically, I say in general, but women or young girls specifically, social media is an addiction. And why is it significant? Because it is causing increased mental health problems at a younger age. That therefore increases suicide and at an alarming rate. And in teenage girls, they're focused on their appearance, their body image. And so these photo sharing apps, they're making that body image worse for, 1 in 3 teenage girls, according to research, which is leading to increased suicide attempts. So we have to continue to think about how do we control social media, how do we control that addiction to it, and then how can we as families and, parents, how can we help, or as an organization like Miss America, to realize that women can maximize their impact in the world, their performance, rather than on their appearance. Like today's International Women's Day, it's a perfect day to talk about women's performance and what they do versus what they're wearing or what they look like. And unfortunately, social media just pushes that with this younger audience. So we have to be very cognizant, and Miss America is being very, direct in how we have our candidates who compete for the job of Miss America, who do social impact initiatives, who volunteer thousands of hours across the country, making a difference in the communities. We always tell them to post about what you're doing in your communities, your volunteer work, how you're, helping out to make a human traffic awareness or breast cancer awareness or whatever their social impact that they want to advocate and educate America on. That's what they're posting. And they see and realize that these other gals are following them and liking that information because they're learning from it. So it's the content. What are we posting on there? So encouraging our families and the young ladies in our lives to encourage posting positive things. And that really is, what we found out with a good partnership with SANESolution. It's backed by Harvard medical doctors, and this is about modern wellness. And if you go to bettermovie.com, it's a great place to start. It talks about health and wellness and how you take care of yourself to fuel your body. We talk about how to perform every day, whether it be your job or my job. We got to be on top and on the go and ready to go, and especially working women and moms and now these teenage girls that are in everything. So this is a perfect example of how to take care of your eat right. It's not eating, it's not eating and being skinny. It's about fueling your body, eating the protein, those vegetables, those fruits. And then now we can talk about how we make an impact. And then social media has got to follow with what are we posting on there. So encouraging our gals that are in our lives to talk about the positive things you're doing in your communities.
Talking to Shantel Krebs right now, CEO of Miss America. Carmen, go ahead.
Well, Shantel, it's crazy. When we were kids, or before the advent of the internet, I guess, kids were forced to be in certain places, and bullying regularly took place. Nowadays, it seems more and more kids are not getting out as much. They may go to school, but they come home, and whether it's body shaming or being bullied, now kids, there's an option. Just don't log on. Don't read that garbage. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right. And, until we change the focus of young women and, frankly, women in general and just the image of social media, it's got to be about performance and what we do on our day-to-day activities. And like you said, getting outside, getting involved in your communities, those are all things that we should be talking about. If they have to go to social media, let's talk about those positive things that we make an impact in our lives and our communities around us. That's going to be your mental health and well-being, and that intersection of social media is what should be done. It's as parents, as organizations like Miss America, we're talking about the things that we do and make a difference in our concerns in the world versus our images. And that has been a shift that Miss America has made. We dropped judging on the swimsuit competition several years. There's nowhere in judging criteria do we judge on physical appearance at all in anywhere of the criteria. But what we are talking about is our social impact initiatives and how can we do and what can we do in our communities. And like I said, these gals have started up nonprofits that compete in Miss America. They've raised thousands of dollars to help bring awareness to issues. And they're the ones that are in, in graduate school going to law degrees and getting medical degrees. Let's talk about being a leader as a woman, and what you do, not what you look like.
Well, Shantel, thanks for spreading the word, and thanks for coming on here and talking about a very important topic.
Thank you. Have a great day.